guys? This is Nathan, ThatAlbumReviewerGuy here, doing another throwback album review. Before I do that, I just want to point out some obvious things. Obviously I have a logo now that I made myself. It's not much, but it's more than what I had. And I also have an intro, which also is not much, but more than what I had. I'm trying to make my videos look a bit better and stuff, just so we do a better product for the viewers to enjoy. And slowly but surely I'm working towards that. Now, the album I'm going to review is Gravity by Our Lady Peace. If you've never heard of Our Lady Peace, they're a Canadian alternative rock band. They've been around for quite some time now. And Gravity was the band's fifth album. It was released on June 18th, 2002. And at the time the album was released, drummer Jeremy Taggart said Gravity was the best album the band has released to date. You may agree with that, but to each their own. The album was produced by Bob Rock, and we all know how infamous he is in the music industry with the whole Hero Metallica thing and all that. But lead singer Rain Maida said that he wanted Bob Rock to do for them on this album what he did for Metallica on the Black Album. Instead of adding on more layers, which is what Our Lady Peace originally did with their music, they were taking layers away, because that's what Bob Rock said would work better. And that's pretty much what happened to Metallica, and that's why a lot of people started to hate Metallica. But on the flip side, a lot of people also started to like Metallica around the release of the Black Album. The Black Album definitely separated true Metallica fans for fans who really only liked that one style that they had, which was their thrash metal style. But anyway, it was mainly because of this that the album got mixed reviews amongst the fans and the critics. Now keep in mind, this album was released 13 years ago, and I'm going to review the album today and give you my thoughts on it. Like I usually do with my throwback reviews, I'm going to go through it track by track. So here we go. The album opens up with All For You. I enjoy the lyricism on this track, especially in the chorus with the line, "You're the blood of the seed and it's all that I need." Plus, I also enjoy the way Rain's vocals are presented on this track, especially in the chorus. Then we get into Do You Like It? This song is a bit more simplistic, but it's simplistic in the way that it's easy to get into. It's catchy. It is a nice song, definitely. It has a nice vibe to it. And despite its simplicity, it's not a lazy song. It's still put together very well, and I thoroughly enjoy it. Next is a hit off the album, Somewhere Out There. This is another song that I really enjoyed the lyrics to. This is a softer and mellower song that you usually hear on the radio in the early 2000s, so it's easy to see why this song did so well on the charts. Songs like this, softer rock songs, were pretty popular in the early 2000s, from post-grunge bands such as Nickelback and Stained and Puddle of Mudd, and Our Lady Peace had a couple of hits as well. This was one of them. But however, I do enjoy this song. It's meaningful, it's beautiful, and it's a strong song on the album. Innocent is another one that has had some mainstream success, but not quite as much as Somewhere Out There. This is another catchy song that I do enjoy, but I don't really enjoy it as much as the three previous tracks on the album. It just doesn't have that same effect on me that the previous tracks have. Then we get into Made of Steel, which shares the same quality as Innocent. It is a good song, and I do enjoy it, but it just doesn't really have that same lasting effect that other songs in the album have. Not Enough is the next one. It's a song that seems to drag in a bit of a dull way until it gets to the bridge, where there's a solid riff, and the vocal style Rain uses there is pretty good too. This is definitely an okay song, but it's one of my least favorites on the album. And Sell My Soul has some nice vocals, but the song in general drags a bit like Not Enough does. I'm not saying I hate the song, but it's just another least favorite. Sorry has nice vocals and instrumentals. This song features a killer riff, which I like to call the band's signature riff, since they have a few songs featured throughout their discography that use either the same riff or a similar riff. Bring Back the Sun is the next one. It's a softer song. It has a nice bass line, and I also like the mellow tone in Rain's vocals throughout the song, especially in the chorus. The inclusion of the string instruments is nice, and the song is nice too, violins, cellos, and such. And this is another beautiful slow song on the album. And finally we have A Story About a Girl. which, to be honest, does have a bit of a cheesy title in my opinion. But the song itself is not cheesy. In fact, it's quite meaningful. I'm not going to say this is one of my favorites on the album, but it's a nice inclusion for sure. It's a solid way to end the album. My favorites on the album are All For You, Do You Like It, Somewhere Out There, Sorry, and Bring Back the Sun. And my least favorites are Not Enough and Sell My Soul. Overall, this album gets a 7.5 out of 10. And overall, this album will either grow on you with time or fade away with time. Then again, it could have a bit of a roller coaster effect. All depends on your personal opinion and tastes. So what do you guys think of this album, if you've heard it, since it's been around for 13 years? I imagine you may have heard it, or at least a couple of songs off of it. And if you have heard it, what is your opinion? What is your opinion on Our Lady Peace in general? Do you like their older material, their newer material? I classify this as their older material, since it was released back in 2002. But, yeah, what do you guys think about that? And if you have any ideas on how I could improve my product, and by product, you know what I mean, videos and channel and such, let me know. Give me opinions and suggestions down there. Also, you'll find my social media stuff down there. You can ask me questions on AskFM. Check out my Tumblr. Like me on Facebook. All that good stuff, so you'll be up to date with ThatAlbumReviewerGuy news and videos and such. And stay tuned for more stuff. ThatAlbumReviewerGuy signing out.